Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. The veteran Matt Prater has this one set to get started. Off we go from a snowy Orchard Park. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So here come the Bengals. And Greg, there is no denying the talent of this man. Joe Burrow led the league in passing yards and touchdowns a season ago.
And the expectations coming into this year for Joe Burrow and this Bengals offense, they're sky high. And I know last year the defense was the issue and they really struggled, but the offense did their part. If the defense can have some improvement, they made a change at coordinator, they brought in some new personnel, the efficiency and the explosiveness of that offense is good enough not only to compete in the AFC, but to compete for a Super Bowl.
And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. That's the way to get started, a pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
And this run game certainly didn't waste any time getting settled in. Nice job by the offensive line, displacing defenders at the point of attack, and allows the back to pick up a nice chunk to get this game rolling.
This one caught by Chase. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Burrow and his favorite target, Chase, for the Cincinnati first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
I'm not sure if there is anything more enjoyable for a football player than playing a game in the snow. And something for us to keep in mind throughout the rest of the day is typically the advantage is in the favor of the offense. You know where you're going. You know where the cuts are going to come. The defense has to react to you. Can they find a way to take advantage?
On the ground, it's Brown. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
The truth is, Mike, they just aren't getting the push they need up front. This defense has been a motivated group these last couple plays, and now for the second straight time, they failed to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
He'll find Andre Yosibas. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Bills offense are heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen in the prime of his career.
And I'm not sure I enjoy watching any quarterback in the league more than I enjoy watching Josh Allen. I mean, he's a bit of a throwback in terms of his play style. I mean, he's just as likely to throw a 65-yard bomb for a touchdown as he is in fourth and short to run over the middle linebacker. I mean, he plays with such a hard, aggressive style. There's not a lot of guys built like him, Mike, and tell you what, he's a blast to watch.
And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Good run after a good run. This one for 14 yards and another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 3. They go play action now. Here's Allen. That's complete to his tight end. It's Dawson Knox. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. Able to get loose after the catch for more yardage. That'll be a pickup of 21. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. This one caught by Khalil Shakir. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
On the handoff, it's Johnson. And the Bills are going to have first and goal. Good running. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line.
That's good for a Bills first down.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. He takes it all the way down inside the 2, sets up first and goal.
Johnson is in. Touchdown, Bills.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Now the veteran Matt Prater for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills will take a 7-0 lead.
Bengals nothing.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Charlie Jones now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bengals offense ready to get going with their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for first and 10. Carry here for Brown. And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7.
34-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
From the 34-yard line, here's second and a couple. They'll run here with Brown. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Tight end motioning left. Burrow now to throw on first down. The middle of the field, that's taken in by Chase. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Burrow and his favorite target, Chase, for the Cincinnati first down. He'll look to throw. Look underneath and find P-Rock. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here, bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
They bring Chase in motion. Second down, Burrow. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to pick this up with the jet sweep. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it end. He does. First down.
So interesting play call here, Mike, right? So 3rd and short, we're used to seeing people just run it up the middle, just pick up a fresh set of downs. But so often, if you know exactly how the defense is going to align in there tight, there's a great opportunity to get the ball on the edge with some speed and pick up that first down.
It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. Now Brown. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. Here's Brown. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. He'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Great time to call up the draw. I mean, think about it. Like, it's 3rd down, medium. Everyone's thinking this is 3rd and pass. What are those defensive linemen doing? They are rushing the passer. Really nice change of pace here by the offensive play caller, and picks up a nice first down.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 20-yard line.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 3. Burrow to throw. He'll swing this one out to Brown.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This is caught at 2. And he is out of bounds. About 19 yards on that one. And they're in business. It's 1st and goal.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that. But it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming at it?
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Bengals.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. He's got it. And the Bengals will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. The time for the kickoff. To return, here's Ray Davis. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Bills offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Going to keep it on the zone read. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. More after this. You're watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2. From the 34 now, it's first and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. That's taken in, and James Cook. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Going to give it to Cook, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Mike, these are the spots that if I was a play caller, I think I'm calling up something down the field. You know the defense is really packed in tight, anticipating a run. Now's the time, play action and throw it over their head. They take a little bit more of a conservative approach, still get stopped for no gain, brings up third and short.
And he'll convert, picking up the first down at the 46-yard line.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down, but this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
First and 10, and it's Allen. He'll swing this one out to Cook. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 3. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
On third down, it's Allen. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
Bills, first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
Allen to throw again. A diving effort there, just out of his reach. Incomplete. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. And it'll bring up second down.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up 3rd down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he's not going to get the 1st down. They met him, brought us down to the backfield on 3rd and short.
A loss of a yard.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds. The Bengals offense and running back Chase Brown headed back onto the field. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. They bring Chase in motion. On 1st down, Burrow. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 6. They bring Chase in motion. Burrow here on 2nd down. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. Burrow and his favorite target, Chase, for the Cincinnati 1st down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And tough with defenders as well to get leverage and get their hands on him. Taken down after a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 6. They'll stick with him again. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. And that is incomplete. Tre'Davious White in coverage. Knocks that one away.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up, Mike. You can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes. And once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
Ball security a must in these conditions. Fair catch called for and taken without issue. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Going to make the read and hold on here. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's 2nd down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
It is 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Allen. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Allen on 3rd down. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So conventional wisdom says, all right, it's a snow game. The footing's bad. This is just going to be a slugfest and pound the ball. But it's actually the opposite. The offense actually has all the advantage because they know where they're going. So the passing game, if done right, can actually be a huge advantage in this sort of weather. And they're going to continue to test these guys in the passing game downfield.
The Bengals offense and running back Chase Brown headed back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Burrow. By Brown out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup of 5.
At the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. Larry Ogunjobi with the tackle for the defense.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
They will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick them up and throw them down for a loss.
Looking to create a little spark here on 3rd down. They go to the jet sweep. It can tend to be a little bit of an all-or-nothing type play, and when the defense sniffs it out, you make yourself susceptible to a loss, just like we saw here.
Here's Ryan Rico now, as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And a fair catch is taken and is just inside the 20-yard line. The Bills offense ready to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Begin with a zone read. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
It's the combination of size and speed that really differentiates Josh Allen from the rest of the quarterbacks in the league. So it makes a lot of sense that they're going to get the ball in his hands as often as possible. And we just saw why there.
He'll decide to keep this once more. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, throw here for Allen. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the 1st down. A pickup of 8.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Cook. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Allen. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. 3rd and a yard. From the gun, Josh Allen. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
1st and 10.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field. But they've been highly efficient, and now they get another 1st down.
Open is Knox over the middle.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bengals' 30-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Throwing again is Allen. Caught by Davis. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
Got his man at the 6. To the goal line and in. Dawson Knox. Touchdown, Buffalo.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Now Prater to tack on the extra point. His kick is good. And the Bills will move out to a 14-7 lead.
14. Bengals 7.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Jones now on the return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Bengals offense going to take over just before the half. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. To throw is Burrow. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
Now a second down throw for Burrow. They're going to work this down inside the 45. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half.
It's a gain of 10, and the Bengals first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Burrow. Short throw caught by Sample. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Second down, Burrow. Open man is the tight end, Sample. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
That's good.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. Officially, this will be a 43-yarder. Through the falling snow, the kick is good. And the Bengals are back within 4 at 14-10.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
The clock showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away. Couldn't take the chance. They're going to return it from the goal line. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
25-yard line.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen in Orlando, where it almost never snows. These two teams dealing with a light dusting, and that's expected to go on into the second half. Who handles it better? Let's go back out to the stadium and check in with our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. The snow continuing to fall as we get ourselves ready for this second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Bills offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Allen now on 2nd down. Open man is Davis. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Bills first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Run out of the gun with Cook. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
32.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's Allen. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
14.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense getting ready for their opening possession of this 2nd half. They trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. The ball comes out. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in. But this is going to go down as a big loss on the play. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged a bullet. Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan in the toss. Healthy game, and they pick up the 1st down.
Now give up the middle. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Matt Milano there to stop it.
43-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's into the hands of Yosivas. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Burrow. That's complete. It's Yosibas. And he's going to get this close to a first down, but he's out of bounds a yard short, and that's going to make it 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Here it is on 4th down. And he's going to have a Bengals first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane out. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole and hitting it.
They bring Chase in motion. A first down throw for Burrow. And that ball incomplete.
It's clear whenever they were trying to set up, it was not going to work. He went through his entire progression, had nobody to throw the ball to, and just kind of surrenders the play and throws it away.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They go play action for Burrow. He'll get this complete to Sample, the tight end. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain there of 10 yards. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
At the 31-yard line.
Tight end going in motion here. Burrow now to throw on first down. That's taken in by Tinsley. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
There's Fant open right side. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Brown. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
That's good for a Bengals.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Dorian Williams. He gets in to drop it. It's a loss of 8.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Going in the wrong direction. Now 2nd and goal from the 12. Gesicki, the man in motion. A handoff as they try to run it here. He brings it down to the 5-yard line, but now it is 3rd and goal.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
You have to wonder if we look back at the end of this game, Mike, and say, was this a prime opportunity for this offense that they blew after that third down sack? An opportunity to take the lead here late in the game, and instead, I think there's a real decision about whether or not they should just take the 3 and chip away at this lead.
So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bengals are back within a point. It's 14-13.
I think apart from the wind, when you talk about kicking in the elements, Mike, I think the snow has to be the kicker's worst nightmare. It's just so hard to have the confidence that when you stick that plant foot, it's not going to give way. So give credit. That was really well done.
McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. On the return, here comes Davis. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Bills offense ready to take over once again. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. 1st down.
And the Bills, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, here is Allen. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, he'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Demetrius Knight there on the tackle.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
That's good for a Bills.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
1st and 10, and it's Allen. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
on the zone read. A handoff here to Cook. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there. No gain.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. From the gun, throw here for Allen. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
That's another Bills first down.
And at this stage of the game, every first down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Buffalo.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And it takes a little bit of snow to make things slippery out here. He'll get forward for only a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Has caught. That's Shavers. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
They face 2nd down and 7. A design run here for Allen.
Allen on the keeper. He was brought down by Daxton Hill. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They've moved the ball well here, but now face 3rd and 2.
Go get him! Go get him! Go get him!
From the gun, Josh Allen. He's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
That's another Bills first down. 1st and goal.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. That's hauled in at the 2.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
He'll keep this himself. And no signal as of yet. And none forthcoming. He is stopped short. And now it's 3rd and goal.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on them. And in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
How about this for a goal line stand, Mike? Your back's against a wall, back-to-back plays, you hold tight. They set themselves up here to defend a 4th and goal try.
This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. So holding is the call. Take that touchdown off the board. So a big kick coming for the veteran Matt Prater. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one right down the middle. It's good. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now. So Prater now, after the made field goal, back out to kick off. Jones now on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense and running back Chase Brown headed back onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They send the tight end in motion. Yeah! And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 32 yards.
What a good run there. That's going to put him over 100 for today's game, Mike. And it just seems as the game goes on, this guy just seems to get better and better.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. To the left side, caught by Chase. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Burrow and his favorite target, Chase, for the Cincinnati 1st down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down.
It's a gain of 10.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
On 1st down, Burrow. A throw behind his man. Can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
They bring Chase in motion. Burrow here on 2nd down. And he's in. Drew Sample. Touchdown, Cincinnati. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win.
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And the Bengals go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
Bills 17.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Davis now to return it. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Bills offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. Aside that open man is Knox. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 7.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Once again, it's Cook. Finds room inside the 40. And he will score. James Cook. Touchdown, Bills.
This is one of those plays that all the offensive line had to do, Mike, was just give him a crease and get him to the 2nd level, because from there, he's going to do the rest. That's as impressive a run as we'll see all year long.
Prater on to attempt the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bills have taken a 4-point advantage.
Bengals 20.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Jones now on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bengals offense and running back Chase Brown headed back onto the field. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Here's Brown. And all it takes a little bit of of snow to make things slippery out here. He'll get forward for only a yard.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Short throw, caught by Sample. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Cincinnati.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Now Brown. And it takes a little bit of snow to make things slippery out here. He'll get forward for only a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. They'll run here with Brown. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. Gesicki, the man in motion. On the carry is Piro. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's a Cincinnati first down.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Bengals first down. It's a gain of 10.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll step up and run. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And a nice game there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. We'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. They come up for 2nd and 2. Now Piro. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for a Bengals first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Burrow to throw. That is incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
That is caught. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. This crowd doing everything they can before 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw.
And this is a touchdown! They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. So they decide to go for the touchdown, and Greg, they get rewarded on 4th and goal with the 6 points.
Yeah, I think the safe bet there is you settle for the field goal and you're happy coming off the field with points. But not this play caller. He rolls the dice a little bit, but give credit to the offensive line. They created just enough of a lane for this back to take it in for 6.
Bengals 27, Bills 24.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, here comes Davis. He's across the 20s to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Allen gonna throw. That one complete to Shaver.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Now, 2nd and 4. Now, Allen. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. Stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down. Now Allen. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he's going to have the Bills' 1st down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw. Open is knocks over the middle. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. The Bills going to use their final timeout here, and they'll stop it with 28 seconds to go in the game.
48-yard line.
Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big first down. To the air once more is Allen. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
On third down, it's Josh Allen. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And he's brought down, but they are out of timeouts.
8-yard gain. It's fourth down.
So this one, a win for the visiting Bengals. It was a game that delivered more points than most people would have expected with the snow falling at kickoff. Entertaining game for all involved as they'll head back to the locker room to warm up with a victory in their back pocket. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.